Hi, I'm Amber, and I've decided to build a different shaped house for each career in The Sims 4. Now, there is one coming out after this one I actually recorded before this one, so I might say things in that one that don't make sense in order, if that makes sense. But today, I am doing a house themed around the doctor career, and I couldn't think of anything more like clear, simple, iconic imagery than a syringe. I thought like a stethoscope is kind of the main thing, but how you can't build a house in the shape of a stethoscope, and if you can, well done. Um, so I decided, yep, I'm going to build it in the shape of a syringe, and let's get straight into the build. So as you can see, or you will see in a sec, I tried to do a few different shapes at first. So I tried a plaster or band-aid shape and a pill shape, which is the same shape, different colours. And also, I feel like I'm going to sound out of breath throughout this video. I'm really sorry if that's annoying. My asthma is having a little moment today. Like, she is the star of the show today. So, you can see here, I am working on the plaster-shaped one with all these little rugs. It ended up being too simple, and I just didn't love it. And then this is what I actually ended up going with. It is the syringe shape. I just think it is very, like, clear shape and image, like, do you know what I mean? You can tell what it is straight away when you look at it. It's very obvious what it is, and it goes nicely with the doctor career concept that I was going for. Okay, pause. I just got lip gloss all over my inhaler. So with the shape that it ended up being in, I was like, I feel like an industrial style build would go really, really nicely with this. So I ended up doing an industrial style build, and I also thought it could bring in the, like, clinicalness. There we go, I found the word. The clinical coldness of a hospital or like a doctor's surgery, where everything is quite cool toned and sad. So I was like, yeah, we're going to do like a very industrial style build. At first, I was considering doing the pill shape, the plaster shape, and the syringe shape all in one lot, and I thought I'm making too much work for myself. The reason the other career themed build is coming out after this is because I made too much work for myself and it's taking too long to edit. So I was like, let's get another video out, otherwise it's going to be ages in between videos. We'll just work on this one. This actually took me 2 hours in total, which for me is insanely quick. So it's not like the most insanely detailed video in the world, like in detailed build in the world. You know, it's got detail, but it's not crazy levels like in the one you'll see next, which, spoiler alert, is bartender themed. So the culinary career bartender section, that one has so much detail. So you can see now, and I need to stop saying you can see now I am trying to figure out the window placement and how that's all going to go, and the room layout. The little room at the end of the syringe there, and the one at the other end as well, I was like, these are perfect bathrooms, so we'll build it around this kind of open, airy living kitchen area, because industrial houses tend to be quite open plan from what I've seen. You might have seen differently, I'm sorry. But yeah, I wanted to do that open plan sort of thing, and then have the bathrooms at either end and a couple of bedrooms. I wanted this to be like a young single person, you know, they haven't had time to have a family because they've been busy getting their medical degree. They've been busy getting their medical degree. So it's got 2 bedrooms. One of them's just going to be a spare bedroom. And I didn't really think if this was like a man or a woman for the build. I just was like, it's a young doctor. And see, I'm saying again. Anyway, when I was building this, I really took like a little bit to figure out how I wanted the kitchen to look, because I wanted it to have the industrial vibe, but I also wanted it to look like a house, like it was someone's actual home. And these are, I think, the Parenthood kitchen counters, if I'm not wrong. I love them. I think they're amazing. There was also quite recently a Sims delivery update with new doors, windows, and kitchen cabinets and cupboards all in the base game. Just completely new bits for us to use. I need to stop clapping. That, I bet that was really loud. I'm really sorry. But the new windows are so perfect. They look just like the windows you see on every British house. And so people who build realistic British houses are just we're gonna love it. I'm so happy for those new windows. Anyway, back to the build. count how many times I say take a shot every time I say and you will die. So the kitchen's finished. I decorate it a bit obviously afterwards, but the kind of main structure, and as I was going through, I wanted to find this, okay, the thing above the TV, the like medical, it's not medical, but it's used in the hospital build in The Sims, and so I wanted to use that as a light above the TV. I thought that was fun, and when I was looking for it, I found all these hospital themed items. If you see me looking down, I'm looking at the video playback, sorry. I found all these hospital themed items, and so I put a few like in the garden just to go back to when I started working on the office area, and I was like, those are just so perfect for this. Maybe a doctor wouldn't have an x-ray screen in their house in real life, but this is The Sims, and I wanted to make sure it was themed properly and made sense. I also gave them this nice big bookshelf because I thought they'd be like studying medical things. I don't know, they'd be studying. I clapped again, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm driving myself insane today. I'm like very fidgety and high energy, and I keep saying and clapping. So you can see me now cluttering the kitchen up a bit. I thought that art there, which is from Eco Lifestyle, I think. I use it all the time and I can never remember what it's from. I thought that was perfect with those cool tones. It goes nicely with the cold, clinical, there we go, forgot the word again, cold, clinical vibe while making it still like kind of homely and cozy. It's like a weird balance. I don't know, maybe I didn't do it perfectly, but I think I did a good job balancing those concepts. And yeah, I put a few little postcards up. Maybe they went travelling, or, you know, their family sent them or something. Thought that was quite fun. And that round piece, the round corner piece on the island counter, I feel like that made the kitchen, because it was all very like square, boxy areas, like a box here and a box there, and the round bit just makes it more fluid. Don't know how to describe it without sounding insanely pretentious, so we'll move on. I put up a basketball jersey. I think it's called a jersey. I don't know sports. I put up a basketball jersey on the wall as well. Maybe they watch sports or they're into basketball, and I do come back to that later. You'll see when I decorate the outside. And I didn't want to clutter the space up too much because I feel like this person doesn't have loads of clutter. You know, they've just been so focused on their studies that they just haven't been going out and thrifting and just buying loads of stuff. But I still obviously gave them personal items throughout the build. This is the office, and it's like the walkway through between the main living area and the bedrooms. So it's not like its own little room, if that makes sense. It's kind of a corridor room. My fringe always has this gap and it's doing my head in. So yeah, the office with their desk right up against the window like that, I think that's really nice. Did make it annoying to place curtains because that window is a nightmare, and the desk right against it meant I couldn't use long dropping curtains. But I made it work in the end, and I think it turned out really nice. So they've got their skeleton for learning, I guess, human anatomy. Maybe they do, I don't know, at-home consultation sort of video calls and they need to point at it. I don't know. I've never been a doctor. Never will be. Haven't got the brain for it. And yeah, they've got like a big light thing and some science posters because that is what I think doctors like. So yeah, just decorating it, put some books on the windowsill. That windowsill is a nightmare to place stuff on. Like, The Sims do not want you to place stuff on it, and I don't get why they didn't put actual placements on it to put things there. That was the only way I could place something there, was that one little book right in the corner. Everything else glitched downwards onto the floor. It was being a nightmare. I also put in a piano, and then I think you need logic skill to be a doctor in Sims 4, so I put in a chessboard as well so they can build up their logic skill. There we go. And then we are working on the bedrooms and the bathroom next. So this, I believe, is the master bedroom, or I feel like we're not meant to call it a master bedroom anymore. We're meant to call it, I can't remember. I feel like that was a thing. Anyway, the main bedroom, the person's bedroom. And I wanted to put a built-in wardrobe closet situation over here with Dream Home Decorator, and it's so annoying the way I love that it all clips together perfectly and slots together, and that's great, but then when you want to move or delete one piece, it deletes the entire section and it drives me insane. I put another basketball thing there because this character likes basketball. That was something I decided because of the basketball jersey on the wall. I was like, that's a personality trait, we'll do that. That's one of the few personality traits I put in this because it's very cold and sterile and industrial. More books, because obviously they're super into books. A couple little plants as well, and that mirror from one of the new kits. I can't remember which one it's from, but I love it and I'm obsessed with it. I recently treated myself and bought a few kits and stuff packs, and I'm so happy. Like, there's just so much more in my build catalogue now, and it's so fun. And a lot of them are very like more modern style things, whereas I think a lot of the furniture that came with the original base game and the first few expansions, it looks so outdated and like really low poly, I feel like is the term, but it might not be the right term. So it's nice to have some more bits to build with. This is the guest bedroom, and I just put a few random bits, like they've got some trophies maybe from when they were a kid, they can't bring themselves to get rid of them. They've got some random clutter, moving boxes and things like that. They just shove them in the spare room. They don't have people in there often, so they've just got it out of the way. And obviously they don't have an attic or a basement, so they've got nowhere to put their bits and bobs. I could have put a basement on it, but it just seemed a bit weird in this build. It just didn't go with the concept. Then working on the main big bathroom that comes off of the living area, and it does come off of the kitchen, but we can ignore that. There's no building codes in The Sims 4. So that's just pretty simple. Black, white, grey tones. And then we've got car in the driveway. It's a really nice big driveway actually as well. I think that's one of my favourite bits about it. This huge driveway out the front with all those plants. It's quite different to what I'd normally do, but I like how it turned out. And I think I end up putting 2 cars. Yeah. So maybe they've got their partner over or someone is visiting. Always add a little bit of terrain paint around every building I do, just to make it a bit more realistic. And then I think we're just onto the outside now. So there we go. That's what I was referencing earlier. I gave them a little miniature basketball court. It doesn't make sense that there's paint on the grass. It does. People do that. That's a thing. It makes sense. Okay, moving on. And they've got a barbecue area. It didn't work having a pool. It just didn't look quite right having it at the edge there. And I think we are now onto the tour. Yeah, that's the build. I feel like I spoke very fast and my brain was going the whole time. So I hope I made sense throughout the whole thing. And here is the tour. I really, really like how this turned out. Like, genuinely, it's, I would say, one of my favourite builds. It's so different to the style I usually build in. I really enjoyed trying something new and different for me, and like the different furniture pieces I chose, I just thought were really fun. So here's their office, which I think is really cute. And I know for some people the concrete floor looks unfinished, but it goes with the industrial style. I really like it. I think it's very fun. And I think there is like a really good combination of cozy and like cozy, homely vibe, you know, and this industrial sterile kind of thing. And here is the main bedroom with that lovely mirror. I love that mirror so much. It's amazing. And the dream home decorator built-in wardrobe as well. And then they've got that, I think it's called like a Romeo and Juliet ensuite or something, where both bedrooms can go through to the bathroom. And there we go. I've uploaded it to the gallery. Syringe shaped house. That is the entire build. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'm sorry if I was a bit erratic and talked crazy fast today. I don't know, my brain is going a million miles an hour. It's one of those days. Also, I did set up, ignore all the mess. I've been working on polymer clay starter kits for my business, and they're so cute and I'm so happy, but there's a bit of a mess going on. I did set up my like lighting I always do with the blue and pink lighting, but it's really bright outside today, which is weird, and I'm not used to that. It's been dark for months, so you can't even see it. Oh, and do you like my curtain? I got a curtain. I took the doors off my wardrobe because I didn't like them. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed the video. I've just realised my keyboard was in shot the whole time on top of my hamster's cage. I don't leave it there. He's fine. He's a very happy boy. Having a nice day. Please subscribe. Now. See you in the next one. Bye.